friends, welcome back to my channel. And in our today's video I'll be talking about Sqoop, which is an important part of Hadoop ecosystem. As I told earlier that Hadoop is mainly used to process a structural kind of data as well as unstructured kind of data. What is meant by structured kind of data means it is coming like your MySQL data, Oracle data, which is your RDBMS data. And unstructured data means it can be anything, like maybe your log files, JSON file. This is unstructured data. Now we have a Hadoop ecosystem which is built to process both kind of data, right? But how we can get this structural kind of data? Let's say we have a Oracle database and I want to take that data. So for that we need one tool, and that tool name is Sqoop. By using the Sqoop, you can connect with your Oracle MySQL databases. You can take the data to your hdfs, which is a Hadoop ecosystem part, and the data which is coming from Oracle to hdfs, on that data you can process, analysis, or do whatever you want to do on that data. So for that we need a Sqoop. Sqoop is really essential tool, and because of that only it is having the importance in the Hadoop environment. It is not only used to take the data from RDBMS to the hdfs, we can also take the data from hdfs and pass it to the RDBMS database. So basically I can say that Sqoop is having two entities. One is export and the second one is import. Import entity is there, which is mainly useful to take the data from RDBMS, store it to the hdfs location, and export, where we are going to take the data from hdfs and get stored to the RDBMS database. So we have export Sqoop and import Sqoop. Along with the Sqoop there are many characteristics, and because of that only we can say that Sqoop is really important tool. While we are taking the data from your RDBMS database and storing it to the hdfs, it is going with the parallel operation, so you can increase the number of mappers. It is quite faster to take the data from your RDBMS to the Hadoop ecosystem part. Next thing is, as I said earlier, import and export both are important. So overall I can say that Sqoop is a utility which is useful to deal with the RDBMS database. It is also useful to deal with the NoSQL database. It can connect to the data warehouse. From there also it can take the data, and the data which is coming, it is really faster. Along with the Sqoop we have a multiple options, and by using that options, our parameters, you can take the kind of data what you required. Let's say you want the data which is incremental. That is also possible with the help of Sqoop. Incremental Sqoop append is there. So there are many parameters. By using that parameter you can take the data as per your requirement. So we need to analyze those parameters, we need to get the data. So the overall flow, how it is happening here, in most of the project you will find that it is taking the data from RDBMS by using the Sqoop. Some data can become as a non-structural data, so it can come from different way. We will combine those data on our hdfs, and at last we are sending that data to the visualization tool. It can be a Tableau or anything, and we can process that data. So Sqoop is really important things, and this is how the basic working of Sqoop. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be in touch for more details.